Hello and welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel, boy. Literally the first. Question mark. Something wrong, Elliot? Is it just me or do you guys hear a sonata off in the distance? Oh. Now that you mention it, I do hear music very faintly. I think I can make out a violin and a flute. Quite an elegant piece, too, from the sound of it. It doesn't sound pre-recorded either. You think the sound is filtering down from here from the surface? This way. Is this a secret passage? The music does seem to be louder here than it was before, but I feel like I've heard this tune somewhere before. We should try and see where it leads us. Agreed. Let's see if we can find some way to open it. After investigating it, obviously, just tap it, because, that's how secret passages work. I mean, they do. I had no idea there was a mechanism like this in the underground passage. I can hear the melody more clearly now, too. Looks like this is where it leads out. And boop. Interesting that they'd have a staircase to nothing.
Hostile spotted. Beginning combat. I'll handle it. Here.
And boop.
Of Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe. I spied treasure.
Oh, right. Because Reen's not in the active party, that's why. Yeah. Anyways, so making our way through chapter 4. Hopefully we'll be done with this chapter soon so we can get to one of my favorite chapters coming up.
Right. Okay.
I do sleep.
My turn. Right. My turn. All right, let's keep going. Leave it. My turn.
Okay.
Right.
There's a light.
The sound's getting louder too.
Yep.
You must be getting close to the exit now.
Cool. Ah, is this Matter Park? If so, we're not far from City Hall. Look, there the melody springeth forth. Who would have guessed those underground tunnels would spit us out somewhere like this? The layouts remained unchanged since it was created during the Dark Ages. You can really feel the city's history. You could really feel this history. It seems like the network of passages there is even bigger than Berehard's underground waterway. Hey, Elliot. Is something wrong? Oh, sorry. I was just listening to this sonata. Then I realized that the musicians playing it over there are actually friends of mine. They look like students. They seem exceptionally skilled for their age. Oh, they are. I'm really proud to know them. Would you mind if I went over... Did you guys mind if I went over and said hi? No sweat. Go ahead. Perhaps we should greet them too.
Right.
Right.
Am I going? Oh, yeah. It's gotten pretty late. Let's head home, Coco. Dun, 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 dun. That is pretty. Wait. Elliot? Elliot, you're back! Hey, great to see you again, Morris. You too, Ron? Kalinka? It feels like forever since you've been around. You usually like you're doing well. So, who are your friends? Don't know why I'm going with that voice, but that's her voice. We're Elliot's classmates at Thor's Military Academy. It's a pleasure to meet you. It seems we're about the same age, too. So, you're Elliot's hometown friends, then? What school uniform is that? Oh, we're students at Music Academy. Music, huh? Yeah, it's the academy that puts its main focus on music. The school itself is on the outskirts of this district. A lot of famous musicians have graduated from there. Something I didn't get to do. Well, that explains why you know them so well. Heh, thanks. Our academy always plays for the concert they're holding during the summer festival every year. Classes are over for the day, so we're just adding a little polish before our performance. Oh right, this does seem like the perfect place to practice. Haha. Yeah, I can't believe how good you've all gotten though. I mean, you were always great, but you've improved a ton. You must have really been practicing. You really think so? Well, we have been practicing. I'm practically hearing the songs in my sleep now. Yeah, true. I guess I'd be really disappointed if after all that, we weren't getting at least a little better. I just wish you were here at the music. Oh, don't misunderstand. Thois has a really good reputation and all. So, you're still practicing the violin? Yeah, in club practice. I ended up joining the Academy's wind orchestra, actually. I'm really glad to hear it. You were really good. I'd hate to hear you'd given it up. Hopefully we'll get another chance to play together someday. Yeah, I'd really like that. Whoa, is it that time already? We'd better get back to the academy. The festival will be here before you know it. Oh, and we've got a lot of practicing to do. I do admire your dedication to your craft. If you've got some free time, it'd be great if you could come and see us perform at the concert. That goes for all of you. The more the merrier. Thanks. Looking forward to it, you weirdly voiced woman. See you later, Elliot. Alright, later. Elliot. Hey, are you... no, it's not that. Anyway, how about we swing by the hotel to give our report, then head back to my house. Sis is probably busy cooking up a storm right now. Okay. Let's be off then. Yep. Wow. It's pretty good. The tranquil night city of Heimdall. Right down on Vanker Street, I think. In a quaint little house. After enjoying a wonderful meal prepared by Fiona, we were invited to Elliot's room. We finally get to see it. Yep, man's got instruments galore. Doesn't surprise me.
Whoa, this is incredible.
You could open a shop with all the instruments here.
A piano, violins, wind instruments, a robust percussion section. I'm assuming the papers in the cabinet are all sheet music?
There's no way you can call this just a hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, coming in here, this must look like some rabid obsession to you guys. You know, my mom was a pretty famous pianist.
Wow.
Being raised around music like that, my sister and I ended up sharing her love of music.
Really?
Yep.
Looking at all this, I can see why you decided to join the wind orchestra at the academy.
Still, why didn't you go to the same school as the people we met earlier?
Fee?
Wait, Fee, that's not...
Don't worry about it. I'm sure this comes as no surprise. But
Yeah.
I'd originally planned to attend the music academy.
That's not a surprise.
My sister and I grew up listening to our mom play the piano.
Oh, look at his dad. Look at little baby Elliot. He's so adorable. Look at him.
Dad was more the strong, stoic type. He didn't know much about music, but he was head over heels in love with her. Our home was always filled with the sound of music, and it kept our family smiling together. But 7 years ago, Mom got really ill. Eventually, she passed away. After her death, my sister and I both wanted to follow in her footsteps. She enrolled at the music academy and began working toward a career as a pianist. Naturally, I tried to do the same. But Dad wouldn't hear of it. It's one thing to have it as a hobby, but the idea of a man of the Empire making his living through music is absurd. No matter how hard I tried to convince him, he just shook his head and refused to listen. Then he started recommending one military academy after another, trying to push me toward a career in the army. Eventually, I didn't have much choice. I had to give up my dream of attending the music academy.
I'm trying to think. How many plot dumps have we got recently? I'm pretty sure we got Machias's. We know Fee's kind of history. I don't think Areen's really shared his yet. I mean, he has and he hasn't.
I hated him for it. I really did. I'm no good at fighting, never have been. I'd get smoked in a real war. But after some research, I found one academy, Thor's, offered plenty of music-related classes. And that about half of its graduates end up in careers outside the military. In the end, I met him halfway and chose to enroll at Thor's.
Hey, that's a pretty big step to the future, man.
Kinda pathetic, huh? You've all got great reasons why you're there at the academy. Then there's me, who'd rather be on a stage than a battlefield. But I couldn't go against my dad. For a while, I started to think that maybe my passion for music had kinda cooled off. But I'm still full of regrets about the music academy and the summer festival concert, so I guess it hasn't after all. Oh, I wish I could just crawl into a hole right now.
So that's how you ended up at Thor's.
I had no idea.
Okay, like, I will admit it is pretty sad that his dad forced him into this, but that's... I don't know.
Do you regret it? Coming to Thor's and all?
Huh? Of course not. Why would I?
Heck yeah.
Huh?
So, you don't?
Life at the academy keeps me busy, but I still have time to perform with the wind orchestra after class is out. And I feel like I really broaden my horizons every time we go on a field study.
Yep.
Honestly, I feel like I get more out of Thor's than if I had just enrolled at the music academy without much thought. Maybe it's because whether I decide I want to be a musician or do something else totally different, I'll at least have the chance to choose what I want without someone deciding for me.
Heck yeah.
Elliot.
Wow. You've really given this a lot of thought.
That's a right perspective to have, Elliot. I respect you. As a man who also really loves music and plays an instrument, I approve.
You really are strong, Elliot.
I wish I thought so too. I still feel jealous when I see my friends who went to the music academy putting their heart and soul into their music. But even with that, I've got no regrets about coming to Thor's. None at all. Besides, if I hadn't come, I never would have met you guys, would I? I'd regret
Aww.
that way more.
How can you say that with a straight face?
Maybe he's just oblivious.
I didn't think I was saying anything particularly embarrassing.
His hand glitched through his hair.
I'd figured that most people would blush saying something like that.
Still, this is Elliot we're talking about. He can get away with it.
You're the last person who should be saying that, Reen.
Yeah, he's kind of right.
Actually, I just remembered. I guess I do have one regret after all.
Oh?
No.
What is it?
Yeah, what is it?
Remember the summer festival concert my friends said they're going to be performing in? Back when my mom was still alive, she performed in it, and my sister played in it 5 years ago too. So I was really hoping that I'd be able to take the stage there one day too.
You will. I'm sure of it. A man with your determination to do what he loves, you'll get your way. Afterward, Elliot decided to take the opportunity to spend the night at home, so the remaining 4 of us made our way back to their guild building, where we'd be spending the night. Yeah, that's how I turn around and walk. Complete one about face. I can't believe it's already past 9. We ended up staying at Elliot's longer than I thought. Yeah, I wasn't expecting her to break out the coffee after our meal too. She even invited us back for breakfast tomorrow. We've hardly been here a day and she's already my favorite person. I'll have to thank her properly at some point. Still, you know, I've lived here all my life. But it's only now that I'm running around doing field study tests that I've realized just how big this city is. Yeah, I'll bet. They're just going to slip tomorrow's tasks into the guild mailbox, right? Yeah, they should be delivered first thing tomorrow morning. Have you realized that you and I sound almost exactly the same? Considering how organized my father is, I doubt they'll be delivered on time. I don't doubt, though I do worry what we're in for. This terrible feeling he'll put us tasks far more difficult than we can actually handle or something. Yeah, I see what you mean. All the more reason we should finish up our report and hit the sack early, I suppose. Hey, what's wrong, you two? Tired of something? You've been awfully quiet. No, not really. However, listening to Elliot has finally shown me what I must do. Fee, I challenge you to a duel. What? Huh? Okay. Tonight, right? Yes, tonight. I fear I won't be able to sleep until this has been resolved. Yeah, hold on a minute. Where did this come from? A duel? What are you talking about? Exactly what it sounds like. Fee and I will face each other in single combat to determine the victor. That's all. Oh, that's all. Are you kidding me? Well, you can't do it in a populated area like this, especially not at night. You'd wake up the whole neighborhood. How about that park we were in earlier? Mater Park, I think. That seems like an ideal venue. But honestly, Reed, you're not just going along with this, are you? Oh, shush it. The capital might have a Haiti nightlife. That's no excuse to cause a commotion. Bah! Alright, let's head over to the park then. They run till around 11. Are we seriously doing this? Boom, boom. Park scenery has almost a mystical air at night. You're in luck, not too many people take a leisurely stroll at this hour. Okay, that may be true, but this is still the capital. You really shouldn't be fighting here. How did it come to this? Put a sock in Machias. I apologize for burdening you for this, but I appreciate you keeping watch. Ugh, this is ridiculous.
Ah, what a pleasant evening.
It's pretty relaxing.
No denying those two have some surprising similarities.
Yep. Alright, let's save it, because yes.
I don't see any people in this part of the park.
I'm fine with here if you are.
Poor
All right,
Machias.
Here are my conditions. If I win this duel, I want you to tell me about your past. Your personal history. At first, there was something about your strength that I couldn't bring myself to accept. From the moment we first met, I could tell you were holding back. And considering your build, your combat proficiency is extraordinary. It's simply too far removed from what I've come to know through following the way of the sword.
No doubt.
Really?
Yeah, all things considered, Fee's strength is totally improbable for someone her size.
Yep.
To add to that, you were once part of a Jaeger Corps. I can't say I've ever thought of the Jaegers in a particularly favorable light. If one defines knighthood as the way of the virtuous, how can the path of the Jaeger be seen as anything but corrupt? I came to believe that because we'd been raised with such strongly opposing values, I could not accept you.
Aww.
However, I was mistaken. After hearing Elliot's story, I asked myself again why it was that I felt such resistance to fighting alongside you. I tried to ascertain my own feelings, slowly and carefully.
Yeah.
And that was when I finally realized. During all these months we spent together, I've known deep down that you were worthy of my trust. Our
Aww.
values had nothing to do with that judgment. It came from my heart alone. But in my stubbornness, I refused to acknowledge that one simple truth. In my heart, I had already deemed you worthy of trust. Yet in my mind, I still couldn't see past our incompatibilities. I suspect that contradiction was what prevented us from using our Arcus to fight as one.
I wonder what this would look like if this was animated. Like the Arcus fighting side by side, you know, like the links and all that stuff.
So, that's how it was. Did you know about this?
Yeah, I noticed during our fight with that monster earlier.
You weren't the only one who thought we couldn't get along. You live your life so honestly.
Yep.
I guess somewhere along the way I'd given up on you ever accepting me.
I see.
Still, what does this have to do with wanting to know about my past? Why do you want to know?
It's very simple, really.
So I can
I
kill
want
you.
to know because I like you.
No, I'm just kidding. Whoa.
What are you?
I find it frustrating when I'm not able to understand those I've taken an interest in or have a high opinion of. I felt like this several months ago with Reem, And I feel the same way now.
Yep.
That's why I want to know your history. I want to know what shaped you into who you are now. That said, this is simply an act of self-indulgence on my part. Nothing more, nothing less.
I'm not sure what to say.
That's Arlor, all right.
You really are something else. It's fine. I don't mind telling you. But taking your spoils by force is the Jaeger's way through and through. Is that okay with you?
It's fine. Because I have no intention of thinking of my reward as a spoil of battle.
It's so interesting because I know they materialize these weapons out of thin air, but in real life, that's like if this were an anime, like the weapons would constantly be on them. I wonder where she puts that sword. Like, is it on her back, on her hip? Like,
I'd much rather consider it an honor, bestowed for a hard-won victory.
Fine by me.
You just talk things out. Why do you even need to fight now?
All right, I'll officiate your duel. Neither of you need to hold anything back. If I think it's getting too dangerous, I'll step in and stop the fight.
Very well.
Thanks.
it literally got worse. Heck yeah, listen to that music. Let's go. And you're surprised we don't actually play this. Just watch it.
Shatter! Target locked. Here.
Impressive.
Same to you.
Then I won't hold back. Allow me to show my strongest skill learned from my father.
Then I'll show you my strongest. Learned it from the boss himself.
That's enough!
I couldn't even tell who won. What about you, Reen?
I feel bad saying this after volunteering to be the judge, but as far as I could tell, it was a draw.
Really?
Well, I suppose it is what it is. I'll simply have to continue my training and challenge you again another time. And don't forget, I still wish to duel you as well.
Wait, why me?
Honestly.
It's like, what do I have to do with
I
this?
lost this one.
Huh?
Jaegers are at our best when we fight at night. The darkness gives us an edge. But even after I threw out a flash grenade, the duel still ended in a draw. If we'd fought during the day, I would have lost.
That's
She has a point.
Well then.
very well. I'll accept this victory.
Well, anyway,
I guess the two of us should go for a little stroll then.
I don't mind if you listen. Is that fine with you, Laura?
I have no objections.
All
We're
right.
all in this together.
Okay.
Plot dump. Here we go.
I used to be part of a Jaeger Corps called Zephyr. Before that, my earliest memories are of explosions and battlefields. I found myself wandering in a war-torn hotspot on the outskirts of some country I never even knew the name of. Jaeger Corps threw themselves into battle for the highest bidder day after day, while I wandered alone. The man who eventually took me in called himself the Jaeger King.
Yep. He's a real cool guy, I'm sure.
He was the leader of Zephyr, a pretty famous Jaeger Corps.
I feel bad saying this, but he, as a child, looks like a boy. I mean, I can see girl, but she also looks sort of boyish. Like, could go either way.
He was middle-aged, crafty, stubborn, and lucky. He always seemed so carefree, but he never let his guard down. To me, though, he was the closest thing to a father I've ever had. The other members of Zephyr had their quirks, but they were all nice to me.
Oh,
As time went on, I started helping with the cleaning, the cooking, the packing. During my free time, they started teaching me all kinds of skills I'd need to survive on the battlefield. One thing led to another, and I ended up fighting in my first real battle. I was 10, I think. The boss was reluctant, but after the others persuaded him, he made me a full-fledged member of the group. For the next few years, we lived and fought together. I even picked up a nickname like some career Jaegers do. Sylphid. We roamed all across the continent together. There were hard times. Times when we thought we might not live through the night, but we always did. Together.
see, I want ways to play these side stories, like these things that make up the characters' backstories. I want to see them.
Until last year, when our boss died. It was a clash with another Jaeger Corps, the Red Constellation. People used to say they were the only other Jaeger Corps in West Zemuria who could match us. Their leader, a guy they called the War God, had been on bad terms with our boss for years. Eventually, the War God and the Jaeger King decided to settle things with one big duel. They kept going for 3 days and 3 nights. In the end, they both fell.
That's impressive. 3 full days and nights of fighting. Like,
After that, the Zephyr I'd grown up with disbanded. All the members who were left just kind of scattered. I don't know where they went. Then, just like that, I was alone again.
sorry.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, that's
After
it's
that,
heavy.
you ended up coming to the academy?
Yep. Just when I was wondering what I'd do next, Sarah showed up. She said she'd been following the situation between Zephyr and the Red Constellation. That's how we first met.
Makes
I
sense.
told her about what happened, and she dragged me to the academy. She introduced me to the principal, and after that, well, you know the rest.
That's quite a history. Listening to you tell your story really brings into focus how limited my view of the world has been. But I feel like I finally know you. There's still so much more I want to learn, of course, but at least this gives me a base to build on.
Heck yeah.
How about it? Care to mix things up a little?
Oh. Let's do it.
Aw, that's so nice. What?
Now wait just a minute.
Should have known. I guess I've had this coming since the practical exam, huh?
Well, it's at your discretion, of course. I doubt either of us has the energy to fight at our peak.
But we'll give it a try.
You gotta be kidding me! We haven't got a chance against them!
Come on. This is a good opportunity to see what they can really do, right? Let's just think of this as a little bonus for our field study. Give it the best we've got.
Fine.
Come on, he's just like, I want no part of this.
I
Fine.
intend to hold back, so I expect no less from both of you.
You have my thanks.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
Not going to hold back.
I
Yep.
do it. How about this?
Right.
Oh God!
Careless.
There! Hang in there, everyone!
My turn. No, it's
Let's do this!
Behold,
How
wasn't strong enough.
Not going to hold back.
My turn.
I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it.
Charge shot! Of course.
Oh God!
I'm not going to hold
Jesus!
Do it! Roxy, let's pull it away!
Okay,
There's literally nothing I can do here.
here we go. Sophie, ding!
My turn. Behold, my most powerful
There! How about this?
I'll handle it.
There!
Oh God!
wasn't strong enough.
Dadgummit! This is so hard.
How about this?
Okay,
All right, let's see. Oh man.
here we go.
My turn. Behold, my most powerful radiant
Yeah,
Damn!
okay.
God, I boosted Reen so much.
All right, let's do this. How about this?
I'll handle it.
All right.
My turn.
Of course.
I'll handle it.
All right. This should finish him.
Should have seen that coming.
Oh,
So
Jesus.
we can't relax yet.
Oh. I was not prepared for that to be so difficult. All right, out of the gate.
We did it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You two. It's like they're off in their own little world.
I think we've just witnessed the birth of an unstoppable duo.
Hey, what are you four doing?
Oh, crap.
Uh-oh.
Students, are you from one of the local high schools?
We received reports of a group causing a terrible racket in the park. What in Adios' name were you doing?
Please, sir, this isn't what it might seem like. There's a perfectly reasonable, though admittedly rather complicated explanation for all of this.
We're very sorry for any trouble we've caused. We tried to minimize the disturbance to others, but it seems we weren't totally successful there.
Perhaps dueling in the park wasn't as good of an idea as it first seemed.
Maybe the underground tunnels would have been better.
You know, it's a little late for such deep insights. Besides, who do you think were the ones who started this? Don't just act like you're some innocent bystanders.
Nice, yeah. Good, good. Excellent. Excelente.
You're moving up in the world.
Thank you.
I've got a little reward here for you. Keep up the good work.
All right. Field study day 2. Knockety knockety.
Huh? Are they all still asleep? It's almost time for breakfast.
Oh, it's you, Elliot. Sorry, we didn't mean to keep you waiting.
What's wrong? You look exhausted.
You might say we had a pretty eventful night.
Look at these geriatrics. On the other hand, as you can see, we have gusto to spare.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that right, Fee?
And you call yourselves men.
Oh, wow.
How can you two just waltz around like that after last night? Are you even human?
Oh, just calm down.
Wow, what the heck did you guys do last night?
I'm not gonna make the joke. I just thought I'm not gonna make the joke.
Two
I'm
of
not
you
gonna
look
make
like
it.
You've been chased around town by wolves, but Fee and Laura are all buddy-buddy now.
Yeah, we'll catch you up on that later. First things first. Let's grab the list of today's tasks from the mailbox.
Rain took the daily task, and everyone at Fiona's insistence, they decided to have breakfast before taking a look at their task for the day. Wow, so that's what happened yesterday after you guys left. I had heard about something in the park, but I wasn't sure. I feel all left out now. You have our apologies. But listening to you talk about your resolve yesterday strengthened my own. I simply couldn't wait any longer. We'll treat you to something later. Consider yourself lucky you didn't have to endure 2 hours of police questioning afterward like we did. Oh, so that's why you all seem so tired. Yeah, it's not the lack of sleep that gets you. It's the mental fatigue. So, did you really receive another packet of tasks from the governor? Yep. Probably delivered first thing this morning, before you're even awake. We'll take a look once we finished our breakfast. Agreed. Make sure you eat plenty so you have lots of energy for the day ahead. And there's plenty more where that came from, if you can manage it. Alright. Alright, what do we got? We got Heimdall Port Monster. Terrified monster has been sighted on the ground port near Heimdall. Okay. I need someone to test a new product. Come to Lesage. Our family kittens has gone missing. Come to the Ost District. Okay. So quite a variety today too. And one of them looks like it'll take us to an area we didn't see yesterday. And the monster extermination request is from Heimdall Port. We shouldn't have any problems getting there on the trams. Same for Mater Park, where we were yesterday. We'll likely have to visit a number of locations today as well. And considering that the festival begins tomorrow, I expect the city will be buzzing with excitement. Still, no need to rush. Well, take care, everyone. Thanks, sis. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, where to start? We go to Venker Street. I'll do this quest and then we'll call it quits for today. Yo. Well now, you kids must be from Thor's Class 7. I'm Howard, the owner of this boutique. You look shocked that I know who you are, but I was the one who decided your uniforms you're wearing. Is that so? Well, it's a pleasure to meet you then. Come to think of it, we just heard yesterday that our uniforms were made here. They're fantastic uniforms. It's an honor to be able to speak with the man who designed them. Ha! You're going to make me blush if you keep that up. It's really the other way around. You all suit your uniforms very well. You even made your own little tweaks to match your personalities. Good stuff. Thanks. I'm guessing you're here because of the quest I sent. That's right. Can you tell us a little more about it? No problem. So we've got some new shoes. And we need an experiment done. Some duct tape, some glitter. You know where this goes. But I'd like one of you to give them a little test run for me, just to see how they hold up in action. Oh, that sounds interesting. It's not our usual kind of request. Aha, glad to see you're interested. So, you got some time to wear some shoes? I'd be glad to help. That's the way. Just what kind of shoes do you need us to test? They're actually the Strega Corporation's newest design. The Strega Corporation? I think I've heard the name before. I don't know my shoe brands very well. I guess they ain't that popular here in Arabonia. I do happen to be familiar with them, actually. I believe they celebrated their fifth year last year. They're from Le Mans State, right? Yes and yes, I'm pretty impressed by you two know so much. Same here. I read about them in a magazine once, that's all. Haha, I just realized that you're wearing Strega shoes yourself, young lady. Strega stuff is easy to move in and durable enough. They're pretty decent. Haha, good to hear some positive impressions. Anyway, I should probably explain exactly what I want you to do. Or I will, after we decide on who will be wearing them. The ones I have here are for girls. Specifically girls who are maybe 160 to 170 age tall. You've only got one person that fits the bill. You're up, Laura. Can't imagine anyone else group wearing them, at least. It's sort of mind if I ask you to put them on now? Of course. I'll need this as well, so here you go. Orbital pedometer. What might this be? It's an orbital pedometer. What you see can track how many steps you've taken. It works in tandem with a transceiver in the shoes that count all of your steps. It sounds like overkill, but I'd like my data as accurate as possible. This definitely seems thorough. Is there a specific number of steps you'd like me to take before we return? I think 2,000 steps should do it. You can walk around more if you want, though. The results will be the same either way, so more steps isn't better or worse. Either way, once you clear 2,000, come and talk to me. Understood. Alright, let's do some walking. Alright. We're gonna speed run this. This is what I did. Not the first time, but this is what I did one of the times. Oh jeez, that's making me dizzy. So there's a thing in a Pokemon game that you can do. I think it's X and Y. If you go to Lumio City, it's the biggest city in the game. There's a tower in the middle of the city, and your character has rollerblades that they can ride using the circle pad. So if you go, a secret for hatching eggs is to go to Lumio City, put a quarter under the circle pad and just let it go around in circle, and you can set your 3DS down or 2DS or whatever, and then go back and do whatever. Meow, meow, Daniel, meow. All right. Let's see. All right. Ah! I'm sure they have in mind you doing this request in tandem with other requests. But why? Sup? Hold on just a sec. I'll be right back. Alright. Never mind, false alarm. Okay. Boom. Hey! I'm gonna head over heels for the dandy look he's got too. He looks more like a scary than attractive to me. Yeah, he does look pretty scary. Hey. I can finally return home to Crossbelt now that my business here is done. Interesting. Hey! There you go. Hey ya! Done with the endurance test, I see. Mind if I get those back? By all means. Impressive, you walk pretty far, but they're still in near perfect shape. Near perfect shape. Think I'll be able to recommend these to our customers with no reservations at all. I still want to take another good look at them later, but I'm confident enough to order another batch right now. Glad I can be of assistance. The Straight Corporation must be quite the company, if they've been around for 50 years, though. They've got some history, alright. Still not too well known in Erebonia, though. Partially because we've historically been one of the most protectionist countries on the continent. That's been changing bit by bit over the past 10 years thanks to Chancellor Osborne's reforms, though. There was a new clause added to the Customs Act at the end of last year that further relaxed import restrictions, too. It's what made me decide to start stocking Strega stuff, actually. I'm sure the nobles are feeling frustrated over that, considering the restrictions only benefited them. Yeah, it's a good thing for the common people, though. Chancellor Osborne knows what he's doing. Frighteningly well. Haha, pretty much, yeah. Oh yeah, I should give you a reward. First of all, let me give you a brand spanking new pair of those shoes you tested out for me. I need someone specific for the test run, but there's no to worry about these. They're translator free. My thanks. Cheers. Hey. All right. Hey. Hey, what you got? Dang it, I got caught by the worst kids at the worst time. I still got some deliveries to make, but these two managed to eat up my time. I gotta escape somehow. Help us out, Johnny! Alright, so we're gonna stop here and then we'll pick up next time on Trails and we're gonna find us a cat. Meow. And then make our way further into Chapter 4. But before I exit, I want to look. Okay. I have used a couple of these, but I've been trying not to. That's weird. I don't remember who Noi is. Yeah, we'll end it here. Alright, see you guys next time. Bye-bye.